guys, Vlogmas Day 10. Merry Christmas. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to go around, show you a little bit of thrifted stuff I've gotten for my house for Christmas. I'm going to talk with you in my car while I'm having a little lunch break. And then I'm going to take you into a Goodwill and you are going to shop with me. So I hope you guys like this video. Give this video a thumbs up. We're still trying to get 150 likes on every video. It's been off and on so far, so that's a free way you can help the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the bell next to it for notifications and watch the rest of the videos in this playlist if you haven't yet. I'm in the middle of a Vlogmas series. I'm doing a video every day until Christmas. So catch up if you haven't yet. Be ready for another one tomorrow. Tell me how you like this video. It's going to be different than my normal ones. All right. I thought I'd just show you guys some Christmas stuff in my house that I thrifted. Unfortunately, she didn't come with a cord and we plugged one in and it didn't work. But I have these little guys at my front door. And then I have this garland up my staircase. I was so excited when we bought this house. There's a little tree right here, but it only has battery lights. I'm thinking about getting plug-in lights and attaching it up here, but there is absolutely no outlets in this whole entryway, which is kind of crazy to me. It is Vlogmas Day 9, I believe, so Merry Christmas. Thank you for been joining me in this journey. I found lots of the Santas and I couldn't leave them behind. They totally give me vibes from when I was little. This is a cute Tigger. Let me see if he still works. No, he doesn't. These are a Santa and Mrs. Claus that my grandma knitted for me, and she passed away quite a while ago. She lived in Maryland, but it might have been for my mom, but anyway, I have them now. She used to make these dolls with all the dresses, and I love them, so I'm never getting rid of those. We have this Santa here. This is a really cool vintage Christmas thing that I have, and I don't think it's plugged in, so I'm gonna have to show you guys in another video. And that too, I will show you guys these in another video. Here's our big tree, which I love, but here's the kind of sad part. See that light? It doesn't match the star. The star doesn't match. But my son helped me put it up, and he was like so happy. He's like, "Yes, Mom," because we didn't have a star in the tree before. So I don't have the heart to like turn it off. And then I have a Nutcracker collection, which I love. We do have a stocking for our dog, but not our cats. Sorry, cats. Yeah, I want to get more, but I love these. This is a little like blanket thing I got. That's not Christmas. This, my mom had two, like a gingerbread man and a girl, like this when we were growing up. So I love that. This is Mickey's marching band. Let me see if this one, if I can get to go. Oh yeah, I can. So that's super cute, and I actually just sold a Mr. Christmas Mickey's marching band for like $135. So huge bolo. We have not updated that in a few days. And then in here, let's see, up here is a Christmas village from my other grandma who has passed away, and she gave this to me literally, I think, a couple weeks before she passed away, which was kind of interesting. I'm just like, did she kind of know? We have a little bit over here. I want to start getting more snow globes for this mantle. Here's our little fun church family. We hardly ever get Christmas cards anymore. And little more nativity sets. I would love that. We have my Pepsi grandma, which I love. These are some cute things I thrifted. Disney stuff. And then this is our tree with some of the kids' little ornaments, but it's mostly a lot of Disney ornaments. And this is our like more old-fashioned-y tree, I guess, with the tinsel. I made all of these Mickey Mouse ornaments, like I glued the little ones onto there. But I love this tree. Look at tiny Ryan. Oh, he was so cute. And then where's Grace? Ryan set this tree up, so look, he put himself right in the front. I don't know. There's at least one of Grace somewhere, but we don't have a lot of like kid ornaments, sadly. But anyway, that's my Christmas stuff. I just wanted to kind of show you that. I thought that would be fun. You might be able to see our nativity lit up out there. Oh, you kind of can. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyway, we have like a Mickey and Minnie out there. And then we have like a nativity set up. And guess who else is out here? It's Ellie. Oh, Ellie's looking out the window. This is Ellie's favorite thing to do, is look out the window and attack. Oh, Ryan and Dustin are home. So we're going to turn the camera off because especially my husband would probably kill me if I tried to put them on the channel. So, all right, guys, I am in a parking lot eating lunch. How many of you guys do that? I also, guess what else I do in parking lots? I take naps. If I'm out thrifting, I don't know if that's gonna help, but yeah, it helps. And I live in Iowa and I thrift mostly in Nebraska. It's only like a few minutes over the river, but I don't want to go back home to take a nap, and I've been waking up early lately, which is slightly annoying, but it's actually been good because I've been very productive. Anyway, that being said, if I get tired, I will just put my seat back, turn on my fan app, and take a nap in my car. And I always have 2 blankets in my car. If this is pathetic, you can make fun of me, but one's like a pillow blanket and one is like a blanket to cover up with. And I take off my shoes and I take a car nap, and it's amazing. Now, today I'm eating a Wendy's Frosty with French fries. Do you guys ever dip your fries in ice cream? And if you haven't, you have to try it. I'm eating a good meal, as in it tastes good, but it's not good for me, but that's okay. I always, around the holidays, this isn't even like going to somebody's house eating crappy food, but I just, for some reason, I just want to eat crappy food more. But that's okay. It's all right. I think it's good to like not totally deprive yourself of things that you like. So anyway, I just got done shopping at a discount store where I got some good items for like $10 each. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, go back and watch it. It was good. I'm excited about the stuff that I got. And let me know, do you guys do the TJ Maxx, the Marshalls? I'm right here by a Sierra. Their clearance sales, when they go down to their clearance sales. Do you guys do those to resell? I've done it before, and I've had like on and off luck with it. You have to be really careful because it can be very oversaturated. So if you're seeing a bunch of the same items, then you probably shouldn't get it, because most likely at every other Ross and TJ Maxx or Marshalls or wherever you're at, they're probably having the same thing. So be careful, check your comps, but it can be a good way to get some new with tag inventory for cheap. But it depends on if you like to pay up. So anyway, that was the last video. This one is kind of random, so I hope you guys are liking it. If you're not, sorry, but 25 videos in a row is hard. And I don't know if you guys want to keep watching me sit down in my basement and show you what I got. Maybe do it like that for 25 days in a row. I don't know. But this one is just a little chatty, and then we're going to go to a thrift store. If you're local, I'm going to the one on 156 in Maple with one of my favorite workers, Trayvon. If you're local, tell me if you know Trayvon. I think that's how you say his name. He's so great. He always hugs me. He will like talk to me about his day, and he's so cute. So also, he's special needs. I feel like I need to make sure I say that so it doesn't sound like I'm either being weird because I'm married or like being a creep. He's a special needs guy, so I understand that. I'm not like a total freak. Anyway, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I don't think I'll do a haul at the end of the video for that one. I think I'll just show you as I'm thrifting, like what I'm picking up. And I'll try to show the full detail of the item and stuff. And that'll save me a little bit of time at home. I see my sister's texting me. I'll have to check that in a minute. If you guys aren't following my sister, I just realized recently she had a YouTube channel, and it's so great. My sister is one of my best friends besides my husband and my daughter. They're like all my best friends in different ways. Her YouTube channel is Mom Rebooted. She's also on Facebook. So check her out. She sells hard goods. She likes to sell vintage hard goods the most. So that's kind of fun because I'm kind of learning a little bit, although I don't know if I would really sell that stuff much. Mostly because of the shipping. I like selling shoes and clothes because I think they're really easy to ship. And I would kind of like to keep it that way. Every once in a while, I sold something that's like breakable. Also, you know what's the worst? When you're trying to have a good like car lunch in an empty parking lot and somebody pulls up right next to you. So I hope nobody does that or I'm gonna be annoyed. Anyway, check her out. Mom Rebooted. She's fun. She's funny. She's trying to grow her channel, so if you want to support her, that'd be great. Okay. I don't think there's a ton more I want to talk to you guys about. So, I'm probably going to turn this off, watch my TikToks, and eat my lunch. Like I was going to say loser. I guess that's not being a loser. Oh no, it's just what I like to do. Sitting in an empty parking lot, eating junk food, and watching TikToks is like so amazing to me. I'm like, am I too old for TikTok? I don't know. But I don't care. I can like revive myself by eating junk food in a parking lot watching TikToks. And I like get done eating and I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I? I'm like, get myself in a whole different world. Anyway, that's kind of embarrassing, but if you guys munch me, you know, I don't really care. So, okay, for real, I'm done. If you hated this, sorry. I'm just trying to give you a little peek into my real life besides just going home and showing you what I got. I'm gonna finish eating this. I'm gonna go in the thrift store and take you with me. I'm probably just gonna scan for new color tags because I want to go to a different one and go through every single thing. And I only have about 4 hours until I need to be home and start making dinner. So I'll see you guys soon at that Goodwill. All right, so headed to the new rack right away. I found this fig set. It's in a size extra, extra large. It's the pants and the shirt, only priced at $6. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I am still currently looking for stuff for my kids for Christmas. I'm looking for some things for Ryan's room and stuff for Grace as far as home decor and things like that. Although I don't drive a truck, so I guess if I did find something that was a bigger furniture piece, I would have to just take a tag and come back and get it. But for Ryan, he's kind of going for the 90s. I feel like rock grunge vibe. He wants to get some new carpet in his room, so hopefully I can convince his dad today to go out and let's shop for some. But I don't think I found anything in this little section. That little rocking horse was so cute, but I would have no use for it, so we will see. I also look at the pictures here. I'm looking for like the antique and gold frames, but I didn't find anything there for Grace. She does have a few things that she's picked out of stuff that I found at the Goodwill that I have in my garage. Here is a new rack back here, so a quick glance at the shoes, but I could tell that there was nothing in there that I would resell. I can spot quality shoes fairly quickly. Sometimes I do need to like pick them up and touch them, but I can kind of spot fake versus real leather pretty well. So heading to the shoe section here, I would pick up sandals. There's some fake looking Rothy's, but if you see ones that are called Vivea, they look like Rothy's, but that's actually a good brand. When I first started seeing Vivea, I thought it was like a cheap knockoff brand, but turns out it's not. So pick that up if you see it. There I am. I was looking at these Saucony shoes, but the tread on them was just way too worn out, and they didn't have any insoles, so I did decide to pass on those. So next little spot here, looking for good quality boots. I just actually bought a pair of, I think they were Freebird boots off of Mercari to flip. It was someone who was selling them for cheaper, and I think that I can make a pretty good profit on them. So we will see about that. The ones that I saw on Sold Comps were priced at about $200. So excited for that. I do source online a little bit. Here's some leather, but actually those were fake leather. I meant to say here's some Western boots. But those ones I did pick up to see. I am, every once in a while, if I see a blue tag, blue is the new color, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on in this store. And I will check and see if it looks like it's anything good. I don't think I ended up finding any shoes in this trip. Some more shoes that look like Rothy's. Also, Ultra shoes have been selling really, really good for me, so if I could find any of those, that would be amazing. Those blue sandals were really weird. Leather boots, tennis shoes, clogs, like the Granola Girl outdoor vibey, those are doing really well too. All right, we're over at the clothing section. I am looking through the long sleeves and sweaters, so I am scanning just for blue. And just so you know, if I knock things off the hanger like that, I will go put them back after I get done filming. It's just extremely hard. I thought maybe that was Lululemon with that little white part of the tag that was ripped off, but it wasn't. But anyway, I will go back and hang them up. It's very difficult when the racks are packed. This is a Nike full zip sweatshirt, but I think it ended up being a kid's extra large, so I put that back. If it was an adult one, I probably would have gotten it. That's like a grandma Christmas sweater. What was I saying? Oh, it's very difficult to film and to look through the racks with one hand, especially when they are packed. Now, if someone else is dropping items or they're putting items at the top, I'm sorry, but I am not a Goodwill worker. I don't know if people think that that's a jerk, but I'm not going to take the time to hang up every item that I find on the floor or that I find on top of the racks like that. If it's my fault, yes, but I'm not going to do it for everything. It's just going to take too much time. So anyway, I don't know as far as what I'm looking for tops, any good brands. Oh, by the way, I did find another fig set. Same size, just different color. Sweatshirts, sweaters, long sleeves, Y2K 90s style. In the plus size, I really like selling Allie Miles and John Mark, Ming Wang. Those have all been doing good for me lately. They're good like bread and butter brands. But honestly, some people have asked me before, what kind of brands should I look for at the thrift store? I can't answer that question because there's literally like hundreds and thousands of brands that you can make money off of. And also, if I tell you one brand, that doesn't mean the style is going to be good because there are styles within the brand that do better and some that don't do good at all. So this is a Talbot's plus size sweater. It was the new color tag, but it just was kind of wash wear and not anything like amazing. Same with that one. You need to do the research yourself. You need to be volleyball. Hey, I love volleyball, but I didn't get that sweatshirt. Could have maybe got that for myself. You need to be doing the research yourself. Nobody's going to be able to tell you really quick, this is what you need to get to make money. That's the Carhartt women's sweatshirt. I did think about it, but I don't know. I just didn't have a good feeling about it. Probably would have sold maybe around 20. I just didn't feel like getting it. I don't know. Sometimes there's just like those so-so brands or items. And I'm just like, it's probably not going to sell for that much. Anyway, that being said, if you're new to reselling, here's a torrid top. I'm going to keep getting interrupted by what I see. You need to do your own research. How I started was watching YouTube, and I still watch YouTube pretty much every single day. I am watching YouTube reseller content. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook, all for reseller content. So I am constantly learning, and that's what you need to be doing too. You're not going to be able to just go in blindly. It's a Torrid shacket that I was thinking about. It's priced at $7.99, but when I looked up the year, it wasn't newer. I'm looking for things from Torrid. They're within the last year or so. That's the kind of stuff for me that seems like it's still selling decent. That's a Talbot's blazer. Kind of more spring summer to me, so I decided to pass. All right, so in the tank top section, I will look for vests during the winter. This is a J. Jill down vest. It is a plus size, I believe, in a 2X, so I will go ahead and grab this since it's only, I think, $5.99. I would suggest looking for those. I usually take my items off of the hangers, and almost every cashier tells me, thank you for doing that. It helps it to go so much faster, so I would suggest looking over your items, taking off the hangers. You can either take them up with you and put them somewhere. Here's a new pair of Columbia shorts, but I do not sell Columbia. At least rarely. Or you can sometimes I'll just put the hangers like right on the end cap of one of these racks, and they don't care. They said that's fine. They'll just grab them and put them back away. So in the short section, I'll still scan. Some people aren't buying this kind of stuff right now, so you might be able to find some good stuff. Another tip I have is to make sure you check these sections by the dressing room. This is stuff that people have tried on, but they decided not to get. I have found some really good items here before, but at this spot, I didn't find anything that I felt was worth buying for my reselling business. So we're going to go back to the skirt section. Or is this shorts? These are still shorts. Oops, I'm looking for Lululemon. That's like one of the off brands. I think that's just Shape. there are brands that obviously want to try to be like Lululemon. So still looking for good athletic. I will buy Lululemon shorts year round. I just bought a pair yesterday and they had them priced as kids. They were just a smaller size for women's. So they only had them priced at $3.99, which was amazing. And then I will scan the skirts as well. So right now I'm looking for good midi or maxi skirts that are maybe like a Y2K 90s grunge style. I'm looking for wool skirts that could be good for like Christmas. I did sell a Pendleton midi wool skirt in Christmas colors for $38. I'm also looking for, oh, here's a pair of Judy Blue jeans. These are a pair of flare jeans by Judy Blue. And that is a style I like to sell. They're priced at $7.99, which is my normal Goodwill prices. So I will go ahead and grab those. And then also for skirts, I am looking for the micro mini Y2K ones, like from Hollister or Abercrombie. This is a pair of We Wore What jeans. It's an expensive brand, but it hasn't been doing as good lately. And that wash is just not trendy. So let me know if you think I made a mistake leaving those behind. Anyway, as I was saying about the skirts, the Y2K and 90s micro mini skirts are selling well. I know I saw Ginger Marvin, Kathy sold one from Plato's like for really good money. I haven't found one yet. From those couple of brands, I think I found a couple of American Eagle. So that's something you can be on the lookout for. As far as jeans, I'm still looking for baggy, wide leg. Barrel leg is probably the most desirable right now when I've been getting barrel leg, which is pretty rare. I've been selling them quickly. I sold a pair of Madewell barrel leg jeans for $55. If you didn't watch my most recent What Sold video from Friday, go back and watch it. It was my highest sales week I've had in a really, really, really long time. eBay was super, super good. So make sure that you go back and watch that. That way you can see what's selling. I think What Sold videos are the most helpful. You can watch these type of videos all day long, but until you watch people's What Sold videos, that's how you're going to tell what's actually selling. And then that'll help you to know at the thrift store what to be looking for, or even what to be passing on. Say if they sold something for $15 and you're trying to sell items for at least $25, you want to know those brands and those styles that aren't doing quite as well, just as much as you want to know the ones that are doing well. So that's a pair of Miss Me jeans for $15, not even that cool of a pocket. So definitely not getting those. Grabbed my cart here, new with tags H&M, that's a no. I don't know if I end up finding any jeans besides the Judy Blues, but I am excited about the Judy Blues. I'll probably list those at $35 since they're a flare. This is a pair of new with tags Eddie Bauer, priced at $10. I don't sell much Eddie Bauer, especially not in jeans. All right, here we are back at another changing room rack of stuff that people put away. These are a pair of new with tags American Eagle, but they were a skinny or a jegging, so I'm definitely not picking that up. Do you guys think those are going to come back in style? The like extreme stretch skinny jeggings? Because I feel like a lot of stuff comes back in style eventually, so that'll be really funny if it does. I guess we'll see. We're still into jeans. We are now in the plus size section of jeans. So for plus size, I don't pick up a lot, honestly. I will look for Spanx. I just sold a pair of Spanx plus size jeans on Depop, believe it or not, for $65. So, but they were a flare. And I sold a pair of skinny plus size for like $20. So the flare are much, much better. As far as more other plus size jean brands, I guess Judy Blue still does good for me. But I honestly don't pick up that many other brands. It'd have to be something like pretty good. I used to pick up Democracy, but it just isn't doing as good anymore. If I found like a wide leg or a good style, you know, but the skinnies aren't doing as good as they used to. So here now we are in the skirt section. As I was talking about that before. That was, I don't even know what that brand was. I thought it looked like a cool Hawaiian brand. Lots of workwear and business skirts that you'll find here. So next, we're in the pants. My Goodwill does separate the pants from the jeans. Let me know if yours does down below as well. Again, scanning for just that new color tag. I will do that if I'm either in a rush, if I've been to the store recently, like this one, and sometimes that's all I need, because a lot of times that's where you're going to find your best stuff is the new color tags, at least if you're at a store like me that lots of resellers shop at, and a lot of my stores, lots of resellers shop at. So I've got a lot of competition, but some people are lazy. I'm not trying to say that in a rude way, but when I haven't, oh, here's a pair of Lululemon. These are Lululemon, like orangish. There's a little mark here. So I'm putting them in my cart. I'm going to look up the style number. They're $7.99 full length. And I'm going to think about it. I'll tell you here in a little bit what I decided to do. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, some people are lazy. If I haven't been in the store for a while, I will go through every single item and I will find stuff that people missed. Even when I know other resellers have went through it, because they will do what I'm doing. And I don't necessarily think what I'm doing is being lazy, I guess. It just, I don't know. If I'm saying other people are lazy for it, am I? I was just here a week ago. So for me, unless things got put back out from old color tags, which I have seen sometimes, most likely the newer stuff that just got put out is going to be my best bet for finding items, and it is quicker. Also, I was trying to head to another store after this, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys do that. What do you do at the thrift store? Do you go piece by piece, every tag? Do you scan for new color tags? Do you scan for quality material? That's another thing. I can usually walk past a lot of stuff, and I can tell by the material just by looking at it if it's quality or not. Like, I don't know. I just have done this for so long. I've been doing it for 8 years now. I think I started Posh in 2017. That's where I originally started reselling. I wish Fabletics still did good, but that was a short-lived brand. Do you guys remember when LuLaRoe used to be good? Oh my gosh. So here you can see I passed a bunch of blue tags there, but it's just like, oh, the racks are so tight. Anyway, I could kind of tell. Anyway, do we remember LuLaRoe when there was like the unicorn prints and it was like the rare prints that people wanted? That was funny. Now it's like nobody wants it, and it's kind of like, why? Do you guys sell Commando? I feel like somebody said they sold that before, but when I've tried it a couple times, it does not do good. Why were people wearing those extreme crazy printed leggings? Like, ugh, they're so ugly, but they were really soft. I think only one time I got some Disney ones and I wore them as like pajama leggings. Here's a pair of Prana leggings. Prana's a good outdoor hiking brand, but those were like a crop. They had lots of wash wear. They were old, so those are not things that I'm looking for when I'm looking for items to resell. I want it to be in pretty good condition. Here's a pair of new with tags, Abercrombie, the baggy. They are $14.99 though, so they are priced up. I'm putting them in my cart and I'm going to look up and see what I think. Okay, so here we are. I'm just going to look these up on Poshmark. I'm going to put in the Abercrombie baggy jean or something like that. I think I put in tan, because a jean versus a tan khaki color, I am going to filter by new with tags, could make a difference. So what I'm seeing is a few solds like these ones. It says 45. These look like they could be similar. I'm turning off the Wi-Fi for the Goodwill because it's not doing great, but I don't think they're the exact same pair. I think if I had a regular pair of blue jeans, I would have been more likely to take a risk. Here's some other ones that only, I think that says 38. I'm watching this on my computer, watching it back, and that's really small for my old eyes. So my verdict is they're also a size 2 short, is I'm going to pass. All right, we're about done here at this thrift store. I'm just heading up to the front by the CDs, and I'm going to see if I can find any for Ryan. They have a whole bunch in these carts, but this is like the carts they would bring out new stuff at, but these aren't new. These have been here for a while. I think that's just how they store their CDs. What I've noticed since I started looking for CDs for my son is that there's a lot of Christmas and Christian, and for some reason, Josh Groban. Hey, do you guys remember the Macarena? That was pretty great. Anyway, yeah, so, and also what I've noticed is like if it's ones that are more stacked on a shelf, I will just kind of look at the top, because this is pretty trendy right now and desirable, the old 90s and Y2K CDs. So anything that's good is getting snatched up right away. At least that's my opinion. If it's a frequently shopped at thrift store or Goodwill that a lot of resellers go to, or even just kids looking for themselves. I don't think I ended up finding anything here. I do want to thank Al. He ended up sending, or he's not sending, he sold me some CDs for Ryan. So thank you. This is a categories game, and my husband hates it because he hates games where he's timed, but we used to have this and we don't anymore. So I'm getting it because we could use a good new fun game for the family. So heading up to check out. I'll see you guys in the car for a quick little recap of today's video. All right, that was an okay little trip. I didn't mind just going through it quickly because I was just here recently and I looked through everything when I came here a few days ago, maybe a week ago. So I was okay with just scanning the new color tags. Plus, like I said, I want to head out to that other Goodwill that I haven't been to in a long time and I want to look through everything. So I do want to prioritize my time at that Goodwill. Hopefully it's worth it. So we shall see. That'll be in a different video. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow. Thank you for joining me in this Vlogmas series. I hope you guys are liking it. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet on your way out and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Merry Christmas.